Because you took advantage of a sinner, because you took advantage of my disadvantage. That's good, you know. That's damn good. When I stood Adam naked before a federal law and all its stinging stars. Oh, grand stuff. Because you took advantage of a sin when I was helpless, molting, moist and tender, hoping for the best, dreaming of marriage in a mountain state, I of a litter of Lolitas. I didn't get that. Because you took advantage of my inner essential innocence, because you cheated me. A little repetitious, what? Where was I? Because you cheated me of my redemption, because you took her at the age when lads play with erector sets. Getting smutty, eh? A little downy girl still wearing poppies, still eating popcorn in the coloured gloam, where tawny Indians took paid croppers. Because you stole her from her wax-browed and dignified protector, spitting into his heavy-lidded eye, ripping his flavid toga, and at dawn leaving the hog to roll upon his new discomfort, the awfulness of love and violets, remorse, despair, while you took a dull doll to pieces and threw its head away, because of all you did, because of all I did not. You have to die. Well, sir, this is certainly a fine poem, your best as far as I'm concerned. He folded it and handed it back to me. I asked him if he had anything serious to say before dying. The automatic was again ready for use on the person. He looked at me and heaved a big sigh. "Now, look here, Mac," he said. "You are drunk and I am a sick man. Let us postpone the matter. I need quiet. I have to nurse my impotence. Friends are coming in the afternoon to take me to a game. This pistol-packing farce is becoming a frightful nuisance. We are men of the world in everything, sex, free verse, marksmanship. You bear me a grudge. I am ready to make unusual amends. Even an old-fashioned rencontre, sword or pistol, in Rio or elsewhere is not excluded. My memory and my eloquence are not at their best today, but really, my dear Mr. Humbert, you were not an ideal stepfather, and I did not force your little protégée to join me. It was she made me remove her to a happier home. This house is not as modern as that ranch we shared with dear friends, but it is roomy, cool in summer and winter, and, in a word, comfortable. So, since I intend retiring to England or Florence forever, I suggest you move in. It is yours, gratis. Under the condition you stop pointing at me that," he swore disgustingly, "gun. By the way, I do not know if you care for the bizarre, but if you do, I can offer you also gratis, as house pet, a rather exciting little freak, a young lady with 3 breasts, one a dandy. This is a rare and delightful marvel of nature. Now, soyons raisonnables. You will only wound me hideously, and then rot in jail while I recuperate in a tropical setting. I promise you, Brewster, you will be happy here, with a magnificent cellar and all the royalties of my next play. I have not much at the bank right now, but I propose to borrow, you know, as the bard said, with that cold in his head, to borrow and to borrow and to borrow. There are other advantages. We have here a most reliable and bribable charwoman, a Miss Vibrisser, curious name, who comes from the village twice a week. Alas, not today. She has daughters, granddaughters. A thing or two I know about the chief of police makes him my slave. I am a playwright. I have been called the American Maeterlinck. Maeterlinck Schmetterling, says I. Come on. Oh, this is very humiliating. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing. Never use Herculaniter with rum. Now, drop that pistol like a good fellow. I knew your dear wife slightly. You may use my wardrobe. Oh, another thing. You're going to like this. I have an absolutely unique collection of erotica upstairs. Just to mention one item, the in-folio deluxe Bagration Island by the explorer and psychoanalyst Melanie Weiss. A remarkable lady, a remarkable work. Drop that gun! With photographs of 800-and-something male organs she examined and measured in 1932 on Bagration in the Barda Sea. Very illuminating graphs, plotted with love under pleasant skies. Drop that gun! And moreover, I can arrange for you to attend executions. Not everybody knows the chair is painted yellow. Phew! This time I hit something hard. I hit the back of a black rocking chair, not unlike Dolly Schiller's. My bullet hit the inside surface of its back, whereupon it immediately went into a rocking act, so fast and with such zest that anyone coming into the room might have been flabbergasted by the double miracle. That chair rocking in a panic all by itself, and the armchair, where my purple target had just been, now void of all live content. Wiggling his fingers in the air with a rapid heave of his rump, he flashed into the music room, and the next second we were tugging and gasping on both sides of the door, which had a key I had overlooked. I won again, and with another abrupt movement, Claire the unpredictable sat down before the piano and played several atrociously vigorous, fundamentally hysterical, plangent chords, his jowls quivering, his spread hands tensely plunging, and his nostrils emitting the soundtrack snorts which had been absent from our fight. Still singing those impossible sonorities, he made a futile attempt to open with his foot a kind of seaman's chest near the piano. My next bullet caught him somewhere in the side, and he rose from his chair higher and higher like old grey Mad Nijinsky, like Old Faithful, like some old nightmare of mine, to a phenomenal altitude, or so it seemed, as he rent the air, still shaking with the rich black music, head thrown back in a howl, hand pressed to his brow, and with his other hand clutching his armpit as if stung by a hornet, down he came on his heels, and again a normal robed man, scurried out into the hall. I see myself following him through the hall with a kind of double, triple kangaroo jump, remaining quite straight on straight legs while bouncing up twice in his wake, and then bouncing between him and the front door in a ballet-like stiff bounce, with the purpose of heading him off, since the door was not properly closed.